Hello all. I am a little short on time this week, so I'm just going to do a quick one where I show you what I've picked up. I also have a bag of things I'm purging from my collection, so I may show you that as well if I make the time. So at Goodwill, which is a charity shop, as most of you know, we have The Witches, which I've actually never seen, but always wanted to. So, there, got a little snap case. Pretty cool looking. Treasure Planet, which I don't think I've ever seen out anywhere. So, I was very happy to find that. I saw it on Disney Plus maybe a year ago, and I really enjoyed it. Then Wes Craven's Shocker. I haven't seen this since it used to be on cable, like in the middle of the night sometimes, and I saw it then. But yeah, and this is Mitch Pileggi, who, if you're an X-Files fan, you will know as Skinner. So it's pretty funny to see him in a villain role. Next I found The Muppets Take Manhattan, which was a favorite movie of mine as a kid, and I really haven't seen it since I was a kid, so this will be fun. And lastly, from that Goodwill, I found a sealed copy of The Great Escape. Okay, next up at my usual hunting grounds, the cave, I found this Lady in the Water that's a lenticular cover. Kind of spooky, but kind of cool. So I really like that. I mostly got this because Jeffrey Wright is in it. Also, I just really liked the slipcover. I got Little Big Man, which made me think of Jodie, of course. So this sounds really interesting. I was reading the synopsis and it actually sounds pretty interesting. So that'll be cool. Less Than Zero. This movie, oh my gosh, this was such a powerful experience watching this when I was younger, so I'm assuming it will still be so now. And I finally found John Carpenter's The Fog. I have been on the lookout for this and I keep finding the remake instead. So I made very sure it said John Carpenter's The Fog. And yeah, read the cast, all that. I wanted to make triple sure. So I'm really stoked. Plus $1.99. And these three are from an eBay seller. I went in search of this one because I saw a clip from Summer Stock on Instagram and I was just like, okay, I have to see this movie. So I found this For Gene Kelly Movies collection, which includes Invitation to the Dance, On the Town, and For Me and My Gal. Two of these also have Judy Garland. I do not have On the Town. I have Anchors Away, which is also Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. But I don't have On the Town. I actually haven't seen On the Town since I was a kid and my mom watched it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like Gene Kelly. Been meaning to watch more of his stuff. And they also had 4 film favorites, which are all Christopher Lee as Dracula. We have Taste the Blood of Dracula, Dracula AD 1972, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, and Horror of Dracula. And I recently bought Scars of Dracula at a Kino Lorber sale, so yeah, I'm building my Christopher Lee as Dracula collection, I suppose. And in a related story, I also got Sinners from that same seller. So vampires all around. So yeah, those are the recent pickups. I was pretty lucky to find these. Since I showed you the ins of my collection, I thought I'd also show you some outs. These are going to likely be traded into the cave. since, you know, I shop there so much anyhow, and so does my husband and our daughter. We all get our collectible things there, so that would be the easiest way, I think. Just get store credit for us there. But mostly I'm just trying to make some space. As you all know, I have an overabundance of movies and kind of an underabundance of space at the moment. So this will help with that. And a lot of these are strictly duplicates. For instance, when I do surprise boxes or surprise bags, some of these have been in there and I already owned them. So you know, one of them's got to go. I usually check to see which one's in better shape, mine or the one in the surprise box, and then I decide which one goes. So this God's Not Dead was in a surprise bag, and in all honesty, I really have no interest in it. So this is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's like a CD, I think. Yeah, soundtrack sampler. So I don't know if they'll even want this. They do sell audio media as well, so maybe. Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. I have a copy of this already, and this one came in a surprise bag. A Few Good Men. I ended up with 3 copies of this somehow, so I'm selling this one, keeping the other 2 because one's a DVD and one's a Blu-ray. Ollie G in the House. I got this in 2 different surprise bags. One was in that giant box that I opened, and the other one was in a surprise bag. The Devil Wears Prada. This is a full screen edition that came in a surprise bag, and I had already recently purchased the widescreen version. This is Footloose. I accidentally bought this same exact edition of Footloose twice. So, same with Coco. I had this exact one twice. iRobot. I ended up with 2 versions of this through surprise bags and boxes. And since this is the full screen one, I thought that should be the one to go. The Wrestler. I bought twice, not realizing I already had bought it. This is why I need to do inventory. It really is. King of California. This came in some sort of surprise thing. I don't remember for sure. And I'm really not that interested in it. So, Beautiful Creatures. Again, I purchased twice. The Devil's Rejects. This came in that giant surprise box that I got, and I really have had no interest in seeing this movie ever, and so it didn't really change. I did put it in a new case, however. The one it was in had some sort of like sticky residue on it, I guess from previous stickers or something. So, yeah. Austin Powers. I believe I have another copy of this, so I thought I would purge this one. The X-Files. I Want to Believe. I compared a new one I got in a surprise bag to this one that I had on my shelf, and the other one was actually in better shape. So this is my original copy that I had that I'm swapping out. We have Annapolis. Again, I don't really have much interest in it. Trainwreck. I have 0 interest in Amy Schumer, to be blunt. Okay, Charlotte's Web full screen. I finally found the widescreen, so I'm getting rid of this one. Cheaper by the Dozen. Again, no interest. Halloween Kills. I bought a set that contains all 3 of the reboot films, so I no longer need this one. Goon. Again, no interest. And as with Halloween, I'm getting rid of Sherlock Holmes because I bought a set that contains both parts. The River, Sissy Spacek, Mel Gibson. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. I mean, maybe it'll turn out some actor I really love is in this in a bit part and I'll wish I had it, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. The Breakfast Club. I have never liked. I'm actually going to ask my husband if he wants to keep this one before I get rid of it, because he's a slightly older Gen X than me, so he might like this movie, but I'll make sure. The Dark Knight Rises. Again, I bought a set that contains the whole trilogy, so we no longer need this one. Avatar, I got this in that big surprise box. One, I don't have much interest in Avatar, and two, apparently my husband already owned the Blu-ray, so. Father of the Bride. Again, I bought a set that contains this one and the sequel. Spider-Man, we had another edition that was better. This is full screen. I believe this also came in that surprise box, so I really have no need for it. These are Harry Potter movies that came in surprise bags, and I already have the Harry Potter movies, so I didn't really need them. Then we have the Hunger Games. As some of you know, I got these in the same haul of surprise bags. I got the Hunger Games twice. School Ties, I purchased thinking I didn't have it on physical media anymore, and then I found it. So, Smurfs the Lost Village. Again, I may hang on to this and ask my daughter if she wants it before I get rid of it. And Beauty and the Beast, I had two of this exact thing. Inside Out, kind of the same thing. So yeah, those are the items that are getting purged. So I have 12 in, and then however many this is out. So hopefully it'll start balancing out and I can thin down the herd here. Well, thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you again. Take care.